Dear learners, I welcome you for this lecture on projections of planes. I am Dr. T. A. Sundaravadivel. In this video lecture, we are going to see how to approach the problem of projections of planes, and by the way, we are going to solve a problem on projections of planes. In our question, we can see that the lamina is inclined at 30 degrees to VP. So this is nothing but the wording for surface inclination. So surface is inclined or lamina is inclined. So the lamina is inclined at 30 degrees to VP. So this term is very important. So the lamina is inclined at 30 degrees to VP. Okay, so lamina is inclined at 30 degrees to VP. So from this we can see that the surface inclination of the plane only decides where to draw the true shape. Okay, the surface inclination only decides where to draw the true shape. So the lamina is inclined at some angle to VP. So though the lamina is inclined at some angle to VP, okay, though the surface inclination is with VP, we have to draw the true shape in the front view. This one is a simple table. This will work out for all the problems. Okay, so we can remember this table. When the surface is inclined to VP, we have to draw the true shape in the front view. So front view means where? This is our XY line. Just a minute. Okay, let us assume that this is our XY line and the total space above XY line is your VP, I told, and similarly this one is your HP. So front view should be drawn above XY line. Okay, so here we have to draw the true shape in this portion. That is what is being denoted from this statement. That is what we have to understand from this statement. So surface is inclined to VP. When the surface is inclined to VP, we have to draw the true shape in the front view. Where the front view will come? Front view will come above XY line. So we have to draw the true shape here. Okay, and the second statement is the lamina is resting on a base edge on VP. So out of this, what can we understand? When the lamina is resting on base edge on VP, we have to take an edge to the left and we have to draw the true shape. While drawing the true shape, this is our XY line, and we came to understand that from the first point here in this portion we have to draw the true shape. Okay, while drawing the true shape, we have to take an edge to the left. Okay, so we have to take an edge to the left because the lamina is resting on a base edge on VP. Okay, so this one is correct. When the lamina is resting on a corner, then we have to draw it like this. We have to take a corner. So for this problem, we have to go like this. So these are the two understandings we have to make from this. In this manner we have to approach the problem. For any problem, this one will work out. Okay. So we will start. Draw XY line, mark X and Y, then take the scale, and we came to know that from the previous understandings we are going to draw the pentagon here like this because it is resting on an edge. We have to take an edge to the left, and though the lamina is inclined at the surface of the lamina is inclined to VP, we are going to draw the true shape in the front view that we studied in the earlier slide, and the lamina is resting on an edge, so we are going to take an edge to the left and we are going to draw like this. That is our intention. So I am keeping the scale perpendicular like this, and then I am taking 2 points for 25 mm. 25 mm is the side of the pentagon given in the question. So I am taking 25 mm. Okay. Then I am keeping the template, engineering template, and I am fixing the 2 points what I have drawn earlier, and then I am plotting the remaining points. Some holes will be provided for all the series of pentagon. So using that holes we can make points and we can remove the pentagon, so the holes will be remaining. Then we can join, we can name the holes as the points as A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash and E dash. Then we can join A dash, B dash, B dash, C dash, C dash, D dash, D dash, E dash and E dash, A dash. So we will get the pentagon. So this is nothing but the front view of the stage 1, first stage. Then we have to draw the top view for this. So for drawing the top view we have to project all the points to the XY line. So I am projecting E dash, A dash. So I will be getting a point. The name of the point will be E brackets A. Okay. Why E brackets A? The observer will be seeing the object from the top side. Like this he will be seeing. So when he see the object from the top side, this point, this one and this, these 3 points will be visible to him. So those 3 points will come outside brackets. But this A and B will be hidden to him. So those 2 points will not be visible to him. So it will come in brackets. That is what for the first line. So this line pass through E and A. So E will be visible to the observer and A will be hidden to the observer. Similarly, the next point DB. D will be visible and B will be hidden. Similarly, C. C will be visible to the observer, only 1 point. So now front view and top view of the initial first stage is completed. Now I am going to solve for the surface inclination. So now the surface is having 0 inclination with VP. The space above XY line is VP, that we know. So see the surface. AC is the surface of the lamina. So AC is having 0 inclination with VP. Now I am going to tilt it for the given 30 degrees to VP. So what I am doing here is I am taking a point arbitrarily, I am leaving some space and I am taking a point and I am keeping the protractor, and then I am taking 30 degrees and I am drawing a line. Okay, and then I am fixing the point A1, E1 here. So this point name, I am giving the name of this point as E1, A1, similar to this. Okay, this is AE, here A1, E1 I am giving. Then I am taking a line for that 40 degrees, 30 degrees, I am taking the line for 30 degrees surface inclination. Then I am transferring all these points to this line. I am transferring all the distance of those points to this line. So I will be getting, first I am taking AB distance and I am transferring it. So I will be getting A1, B1. So B1 within brackets and D1 I will be getting. Then I am taking the distance AC and I am transferring that distance here. So I will be getting the point C1. So now I got all the points. That is what I made here literally is this surface which is at 0 inclination is now tilted for 30 degrees. Okay. Then I will be transferring, I will be projecting all the points. Okay. So here I am projecting A and A, and I will be joining this junction, I will be naming as A1 dash. Okay. So junction of A and A I will get A1 dash. Similarly, junction of E and E, I will be getting E1 dash. Similarly, B, BB, I will be getting B1 dash, D1 dash, all those points, C1 dash. Then after getting this, we have to join all the points in order. So though it is the front view, we are giving the name dash. It is a global notation. So we have to follow the same. So now we got all the points of the apparent shape. Then just mark the outer points of the box, imaginary box, because it will be useful for the surface inclination. Already that box will be formed due to the projection of all these points. So just denote, give some unique numbers like Roman numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. For instance, I use red color. You should not use red color. Okay. Then this red colored box is nothing but the box of our interest now. So now I have solved for two conditions. One is lamina surface inclination I have solved, and resting condition I have solved. It is resting on an edge. So from this point I can say that the lamina is resting on an edge. AE, 2 points constitutes an edge. So lamina is touching VP on an edge. So by the way, this point is solved. Similarly, the lamina is making 30 degrees to VP. So surface inclination is also solved. But this one is not at all solved. Okay. So we can see that what is the relation between HP and resting edge. This is HP. I told you earlier, the total space below XY line is HP. And this is the resting edge. AE is the resting edge. And this is the front view of the resting edge. Okay. So what is the relation between HP and resting edge? It is perpendicular. The resting edge is perpendicular to HP. But in the problem what is given, the resting edge is inclined at 40 degrees to HP. So we have to tilt this figure, this apparent shape, in such a way that this resting edge should be inclined for 40 degrees. So what I am doing here is, as we did earlier, I am taking a point and then I am keeping the protractor, then I am taking a 40 degree line, and then I am transferring, I am trying to make this box to that 40 degree line. Okay, that is my idea. So what I am doing here is, I am taking a point 1. Okay, arbitrarily I am taking a point 1, and then I am taking the measurement of 1, 4, and I am getting the point 4. So 1, 4 line I am transferring on this 40 degree line. Then correspondingly we have to get the other 2 points. If I get, I will get the box. So what I am doing here, I am keeping the protractor and I am taking a 90 degree line from points. Then I am transferring all the other measurements so that I will be getting the other points 3 and 2. So I got the box tilted for 40 degrees. Now I am going to transfer all the other measurements of the other points A, B, C, D, A1 dash, B1 dash, C1 dash, D1 dash, E1 dash to that box. So what I am doing is, I am taking 4D measurement, 4D1 dash measurement I am taking, and I am placing it on the corresponding line. This is very important. Okay, so I will be getting the point D2 dash. Similarly, the same measurement will come for 1B1 dash. So I am taking that measurement and I am placing it on the corresponding line. So I will be getting the point 1B2 dash. Then I am taking the measurement of 1 E1 dash. It is on the line 1 4, so I am placing it on the corresponding line. So I will be getting the point 1 E1 E2 dash, then 4 A1 dash. The thing is, the idea is very simple. We have to transfer those points, all the points, to the corresponding lines. Then I am taking C, 3C, then I am placing it on the corresponding line. I will be getting C2 dash. So now I got all the 5 points, A, B, C, D and E, all the 5 points I got. Then I am going to join all the points in order. AB, BC, CD, DE and EA, all the points I have joined. Now we can note one point, the resting edge AE, the resting edge AE is now making 40 degrees with VP. So that condition also now solved. Now I am going to draw the final top view for this. So I am going to project all the points downwards and all the points from this top view. If I link these two things, I will get the final top view. So what I did here, I have projected A2 dash, E2 dash here, similarly A1, E1 here, then that junction points I am naming it as E2 and A2, that is E and E. E and E should be joined and the point of intersection is E2. Similarly, A and A, that point of intersection is A2. That is the idea. Okay. Similarly, other points we have to get it. B, D. Similarly, here B1, D1 line. So it joins to form D2, B2, C2, C1 and C2. I am joining so that I will be getting C2. So if I join all the points, I will get the final top view. So this one, this is the final front view. This one is the final front view and this one is the final top view. So after finishing, please ensure that whether all the conditions given here are being solved. One is lamina is inclined at 30 degrees to VP. From here we can say that lamina is inclined at 30 degrees to VP. Similarly, it is resting on an edge on VP. So one of the edge is touching VP. Here we can see that one edge AE, the edge what we have taken here, the AE edge is being touching VP. The total space above XY line is VP. So AE is touching VP. That is also solved. Then the third thing is resting edge is inclined at 40 degrees to HP. So this space, the total space below XY line is HP. So the resting edge AE is making 40 degrees with HP. So all the three conditions are satisfied. Okay. So like this we have to approach any of the problems. Okay. Thank you.